Hello everyone. Today I am going to talk with you about homeopathy, modern science. What is connection between the pharmacy college and the homeopathic medical college? Why your college have given me this assignment to deliver lecture on what is homeopathy and principles of homeopathy? That is maybe because though we are different science, but as per my opinion, the principles are same, तत्व same आहेत. That is what we call as service to humanity. You also serve to humanity and we also serve to humanity. So when both the science serving humanity, then one should know about the principles of both the sciences. So accordingly, you know your principles very well. I am here to tell you about the homeopathy and the principles of homeopathy. People feel that homeopathy is a mysterious science. Those who take from childhood, they are very happy with it and they become die-hard of homeopathy. They become friend of homeopathy. And for all their problems, they used to take homeopathy. But those who don't know what is homeopathy, they may become enemy of homeopathy. Homeopathy is a most modern science. It was not invented by any tantrik, mantrik, or any person who is sitting in the tent and treating the cases, like those persons sitting in the tent and treating the patient. तर हे काही एखादं तांत्रिक मांत्रिकाने शोधलेलं शास्त्र नाहीये. It is a science which was invented or discovered by a great allopath who was MD himself, Dr. Samuel Hahnemann, which you can see in the picture. So he's our great master, Dr. Sir Samuel Hahnemann. In mid of 17th century, it was scenario in the medical treatment in Germany that medicine is commonly practiced, known no treatment except to draw from disease the injured material which are assumed to be their cause. Whatever may be the cause of disease, those cause they used to use as a material and inject in the person's body, or the blood of the patient is made to flow mercilessly by bleeding, by leeches, cuppings, and all those very inhuman treatment was there in the mid of 17th century. So that was not a true healing. That was a non-healing art, and that remained there for many centuries. So Dr. Hahnemann was very dissatisfied with all this vague and unsatisfactory medical knowledge of those days. So instead of practicing such non-healing practice, he turned to work, the research work and the translation of books. During those days in his practice, he found that patients are coming with the same symptoms again and again. Even simple cold and coryza, asthma and all those, patient coming with the same symptoms. So he was not satisfied with all those treatment which he himself was giving. So he turned to research work. So while translating one book, The Culens Materia Medica, from English to German, he came upon an idea, which is to the germ of this completely new system of medicine, what we call as the homeopathy. Therapeutic indications of cinchona bark, the story of the cinchona bark was there in his translation. Therapeutic indications of cinchona bark and its use in the treatment of intermittent fever. So for matter of experiment, he have read in the book that cinchona bark can be used for the intermittent fever or malarial fever. So for a matter of experiment, Dr. Hahnemann himself took medicine. 4 grams of cinchona bark juice he have taken. To his great astonishment, he was attacked by symptoms very similar to malarial fever. See, he have taken a medicine which is used to treat the malarial fever. That is what we call the cinchona bark. He was not suffering from malaria, but still he took that medicine. So to his surprise, when he took those medicine, he started coming with the malarial symptoms. So on the basis of these successive experiments, we have done lots of experiments after that on himself, on his relatives, and with many other medicines. And Hahnemann come to conclusion that medicine cure disease because they can produce similar disease in healthy individuals. So medicine cure disease because they can produce similar disease in healthy individuals. So those medicine which can cure disease condition can be used for healthy individuals, or you can say medicines cure disease because they can produce similar disease in the healthy individuals, as he himself proved that. In 1796, thus Dr. Hahnemann discovered homeopathy, which based on principle similia similibus curenter, like cures like. तर आपण म्हणतो काट्याने काटा काढणे. एखादा औषध जर एखाद्या निरोगी व्यक्तीला दिलं तर त्याच्यामध्ये त्या विशिष्ट औषधाची संबंधित सिम्पटम्स येतात. म्हणजेच ते औषध आपण जे काही सिम्पटम्स आलेले आहेत तशा आजारासाठी आपण ते औषध वापरू शकतो. I hope you are getting my point. And that is the principle of homeopathy, that is similia similibus curenter. एखादा औषध एखाद्या हेल्दी इंडिव्हिज्युअलला दिल्यानंतर त्याच्यामध्ये जर काही ते सिम्पटम्स येत असतील, ते सिम्पटम्स ज्या डिसीजचे असतील त्या डिसीजला ते औषध आपण वापरू शकतो. This is similia similibus curenter, or you can say like cures like. मराठीमध्ये आपण त्याला म्हणतो काट्याने काटा काढणे. So this is homeopathy. In relation to this principle of similia similibus curenter, Dr. Hahnemann says one should apply in the disease to treat it, particularly if chronic, that remedy which able to stimulate another artificially produced disease as similar as possible, and former will be healed. So this is the principle of homeopathy. To invent homeopathy, Dr. Hahnemann himself was MD, as I told you, and practicing allopathy. And those days, whatever conventional medicines and treatment we are using, he was doing that, but he was dissatisfied. So he left his practice of 35 years, and he found this medicine while translating some books. He found Cullen's Materia Medica and Cinchona bark. He proved the Cinchona bark. He found that कि Cinchona bark का जूस लेने के बाद में Hahnemann himself suffer with malarial symptoms. So he thought कि अगर Cinchona bark लेने के बाद में मलेरिया के सिम्टम्स आ रहे हैं तो Cinchona bark देने के बाद में मलेरिया के सिम्टम्स जाना भी चाहिए. I hope you are getting. Cinchona bark लेने के बाद में अगर मलेरिया के सिम्टम्स आ रहे हैं तो मलेरिया होने के बाद में Cinchona bark से मलेरिया जाना भी चाहिए. और वैसे होता भी है और वैसे हुआ भी है. And that was the principle called as a similia similibus curenter. In conventional practice, he found patient comes with same symptoms again and again, where doctors keep on increasing medicine but no result. तो conventional medicine आपको पता है कि कोई patient comes with the repeated symptoms of cold, coryza, asthma, body ache, and all those. Increased blood pressure, diabetes, and all those symptoms, related symptoms of diabetes and hypertension. तो पेशेंट जो है बार बार वही सिम्टम्स लेकर आते थे. In those days also, now also. In conventional medicine, doctor treat the symptoms. एक सिम्टम आया दवाई दे दी, दूसरा सिम्टम आया दवाई दे दी. इस तरह से दवाई का बोझ बढ़ते जाता है, खाने के बजाय दवाई का ज्यादा लोड हो जाता है in conventional practice. But it is not so with homeopathy. I told you till this how Hahnemann reached to the homeopathy, how we have discovered the homeopathy. What is the principle of homeopathy? That is similia similibus curenter. Now let us talk more about these principles. Doctor is to repair, not to control. With conventional medicine, what we are doing? We are only controlling symptoms. For example, patient comes with cough, we give the medicine which will control his cough. Again in next month he come with the cough, again we give the medicine, control the cough. If suppose he come with the pain in chest, we give the painkiller, symptoms get controlled. Again in next month he come with those, we control. A patient with the blood pressure, we give the medicine to control the blood pressure, not to remove the blood pressure, not to repair. So doctor is to repair, not to control. But sorry to say, with the conventional medicine, we are just controlling the patient's symptoms, not repairing. Because conventional medicine only symptoms goes. With the conventional medicine, only symptom goes and comes again. Then, therefore, he thought, what must be the cause for this? क्यों ऐसे होता है कि एक बार सिम्टम्स आए, उसको दवाई दी, थोड़े दिन के लिए वो अच्छा हो गया और फिर से सिम्टम आ रहा है, फिर से दवाई दी, सिम्टम्स गए, फिर से सिम्टम्स आ रहे. So what must be the cause behind this? That patient is coming with the symptoms again and again. So he turned to research work. So he done the research of Cinchona, and finally he reached to the what we call as the homeopathy. And he reached to conclusion, Dr. Hahnemann reached to conclusion that symptoms are just effects. Reasons may be something else. Okay? Symptoms are just effects. Cause may be something else. So we have to treat the cause, not the symptoms. Symptoms are just effects. Whatever patient coming with the symptoms, maybe cold, coryza, body ache, angina, headache, earache, whatever. All those symptoms are just effects. Reasons or cause may be something else. And we have to treat the cause. If we won't treat the cause, patient will come with the same symptoms repeatedly. Let it be any symptoms. So if we will not treat the cause, patient will come with the same symptoms again and again. So symptoms are just effects. Reasons or cause may be something else. And we have to find out the cause and we have to treat the cause. Now you know very well, God created man and is of two components, mind and body. So man is made up of two components, mind and body. Everyone knows that mind controls the body. छोटे बच्चों को भी पता है कि जब ट्रेन चलती है तो ट्रेन के डिब्बे जो होती है वो अपने आप नहीं चलते, एक इंजन है, वो इंजन उसको कंट्रोल करता है. So this engine in our body is mind, which is controlling body. Is it clear to you that engine is mind, which is controlling body? Like you know very well, without the control of mind, without the control of brain, you cannot do anything. Even you cannot move your hand, legs. You cannot do your any activities. Even whatever I am delivering in lecture right now is not without permission of my mind, not without permission of my brain. Whatever I am talking with you is not without permission of my mind or brain. So mind is orderer and body is follower. Mind is orderer and body is follower. So mind is origin of all, which is neglected in conventional therapy. And here in homeopathy, we don't neglect that. So as I told you, whatever things happen with the patient, whatever symptoms coming with the patient are just effect. Reason or cause may be something different. And we have to find that cause. We homeopath finding those cause. What may be the cause for that symptom? Now, When we have to find out the cause, we should know that a human being is made up of mind and body, and mind controlling body. Whatever changes occur in the body is because of mind. So we have to find the origin of any disease is in mind, and that has been neglected in conventional therapy. And we homeopath don't ignore it. We give more importance to the mind, and cause or the origin is in the mind. So while treating, one must give attention to both body and mind, because when there is problem in the person showing the symptom, that is body, and that is because of the mind. Somewhere problem is with the mind, and mind is affecting the body. So as a good physician, one has to treat mind and body both. If we only treat body, that is symptoms, disease will get cured, but symptoms may come again and again. So we have to treat both mind and body. We have to treat cause, because we have to treat cause, and cause is in the mind, which affect body. And why we have to treat the body and mind both? Because cause lies in the mind, which affect the body, and without the control of mind, anything, any behavior, any misbehavior is not without control of mind. For example, when person get nervous, suffering from diarrhea, when you are having exam, you get cramps in abdomen, when you get depressed, you feel body ache, you get headache. Why this has happened? Why during the exams you get cramps in the abdomen? Why during the time of result there is palpitations? क्यों ऐसे होता है कि आपका रिजल्ट लगने वाला होता है तब आपकी धड़कन बढ़ जाती है? This has happened because of mind. Though there is physiology behind that, but why that happened with that particular individual, not with all? While treating, if we won't treat mind and body together, while we treating, if we not treat mind and body together, symptoms will come repeatedly. And homeopathy is a science which deals together body and mind. So it is holistic science. It is a holistic science that deals together body and mind. That is what we call as homeopathy. So it is a holistic science. Homeopathy is a holistic science which deal body and mind together. That's why we say homeopath treat man in disease, not in disease in man. So we treat mind and body together, and then only we can bring the cure. Then only we can cure the patient. Then only we can repair the patient. Then only we can heal the patient. So we homeopath treat man in disease, not disease in man. Like in conventional therapy, if there is high blood pressure, that means there is a vessels get constricted. So they give medicine to dilate the vessel, that is anti-infect. If there is constipation, laxative is given which cause diarrhea. It is again another anti-infect. If there is pain, painkiller. This is how it is a conventional therapy. They may be right with their principle, and they are considering only body. Here we go beyond that, and we treat a person as a whole, man as a whole, and we treat body and mind together. Both in homeopathy, we give importance to patient. For that matter, we can say person, not disease. As per principle of homeopathy, we give more importance to person, not only disease. Because disease is the effect of something wrong happened in the body, and that is in the mind. So we study patient. We study patient along with disease. We study patient. If we only study disease and give treatment, we treat symptoms, and again, as I told you, symptoms will go and again come, and that won't be a complete cure. So when one has to treat the patient, one has to treat body and mind. So we treat symptoms, body and mind both. We treat cause. We treat man as a whole. We treat man in disease, not disease in man. We in homeopathy think why and how disease come. हा आजार कुठून आला आणि कसा आला, त्या पर्टिक्युलर व्यक्तीला तो आजार का झाला आणि कुठून आला हे आम्ही शोधतो. आणि एक चेन रिॲक्शन असते. कुठल्याही व्यक्तीमध्ये आजार तो असा अचानक येत नाही. अचानक ब्लड प्रेशर वाढत नाही, अचानक हायपरटेन्शन होत नाही, अचानक डायबिटीज होत नाही, अचानक थायरॉइडचा प्रॉब्लेम होत नाही, हायपोथायरॉइडिझम होत नाही. तर हा आजार त्या व्यक्तीमध्ये कुठून आला आणि कसा आला. How and why, these two things are very important for homeopathy. Why and how that disease come in the patient, in the person. Why and how is very much important. That chain we have to find out, the chain reaction of disease we have to find out. आम्ही सुगावा लावतो. We homeopath trace that chain, why and how this has happened. का या व्यक्तीला हायपोथायरॉइडिझम झाला, किंवा हायपरथायरॉइडिझम झाला, किंवा मायोपिया झाला, हायपरमेट्रोपिया झाला, ब्रेन ट्यूमर झाला, कॅन्सर झाला, एड्स झाला, एनी डिसीज यू नेम, वी फाइंड व्हाय अँड हाऊ. आम्ही तो सुगावा लावतो. वी ट्रेस लाईक अ सीबीआय. सीबीआय कसं एखादी केस घेते आणि ते घेत असताना एक एक कडी जोडत जोडत गुन्हा कोणी केला असेल ते शोधून काढतात. तसं आम्ही बॉडीमध्ये कोण गुन्हेगार आहे ते शोधून काढतो. आणि आमचं म्हणणं असं असतं की बॉडीवर दिसणारे सगळे ते इफेक्ट असतात आणि गुन्हेगार हा माइंड असतो. पण तो गुन्हेगार, माइंडला गुन्हेगार बनवणारा कोण ते आम्ही शोधून काढतो. हा आम्ही सुगावा लावतो. वाय अँड हाऊ दिस हॅज हॅपन्ड, वाय दिस इज कम देअर. सी बिकॉज तुम्हाला माहितीये हे शोधून काढणं का गरजेचं असतं. वाय अँड हाऊ डिसीज कसा आणि कुठल्या वेळेला शोधून काढणं का गरजेचं असतं. एक छोटंसं उदाहरण देतो की फॉर एक्झाम्पल एखादा टेबल तुटला तर आपण टेबल बनवणाऱ्याला आपण फोन करतो. तो आपल्याला विचारतो, काय विचारतो, टेबल लोखंडाचा आहे का, काचेचा आहे का, लाकडाचा आहे का. कारण काचेचा, लाकडाचा, लोखंडाचा कुठल्या मटेरियलने बनलेला आहे आणि त्या मटेरियल प्रमाणे त्याला इन्स्ट्रुमेंट आणावे लागतील टेबल रिपेअर करायला. Isn't it? That's why how the person is very much important in the homeopathy. तो लाकडाचा आहे, लाकडासारखा आहे, काचेसारखा आहे का लोखंडासारखा आहे. तो जर काचेचा मृदू असेल, मऊ असेल तर त्याला वेगळं औषध आहे. तो जर लोखंडासारखा टणक असेल, कडक असेल, सगळा डिसिजन घेणारा असेल, पॉवरफुल असेल तर त्याचं औषध वेगळं आहे. तो जर लाकडी असेल, त्याला जसं लाकडाला कीड लागून जाते, वाळवी लागते, खराब होऊन जातं पाण्यामुळे, ते तसा तो असेल, तो ती व्यक्ती तशी असेल तर त्याला औषध वेगळं आहे. तर कुठल्या प्रकारची व्यक्ती आहे त्याप्रमाणे औषध आहे. जसं कुठल्या प्रकारचं टेबल आहे त्याप्रमाणे त्याला आपण रिपेअर करायचं इन्स्ट्रुमेंट वापरतो. So as I told you, every individual is different, require different medicine. Why this is so? Because every individual has different genetic code. प्रत्येक इंडिव्हिज्युअलचं डिफरंट जेनेटिक कोड असतात. Now you know what is about the genes and genetic code. सेल मधले न्यूक्लियस, डीएनए, आरएनए. डीएनए कॅरीज द जीन्स कॅरीज द क्रोमोझोम, आणि हे क्रोमोझोम जे असतात ते डिसाइड करतात आपला दॅट इज कॉल्ड जीनोम. जीनोम डिसाइड हाऊ द पर्सन शुड बी. आणि प्रत्येकाचा जीनोम हा वेगवेगळा असतो. तो इनहेरिटेंटली पॅरेंट्स कडनं आलेला असतो आणि त्याप्रमाणे प्रत्येक व्यक्ती वेगवेगळी असते. So every individual has a different genetic code. So every individual has a different reaction to disease. जर प्रत्येकाचा जेनेटिक कोड डिफरंट आहे, जिनोम वेगळा आहे, तर प्रत्येक डिसीजला त्या इंडिव्हिज्युअलची रिएक्शन वेगवेगळी असेल. दॅट्स वाय for all pains there may not be one medicine, for all fever there may not be one medicine, for all hypothyroidism cases there may not be one medicine. So this is what we call as the individualization. This is another principle of homeopathy. The first basic principle what I told you is similia similibus curenter, where I told you जर हेल्दी इंडिव्हिज्युअलने एखादा औषध घेतलं आणि त्याच्यामध्ये सिम्पटम्स आले तर सेम सिम्पटम्सचा डिसीज सेम मेडिसिनने बरा होतो. दॅट इज सिमिलिया सिमिलिबस क्युरेंटर. Second principle is individualization, that every individual is different depending upon its genetic code, and this genetic code is deciding the mind and body, and we homeopath treat both mind and body. We trace the reason, as I told you, आणि स्वभावा लावतो की डिसिजन कुठून आली, कशी आली, why and how this has happened, that we are finding out. As I told you, this is the chain reaction of illness. This is the chain reaction of illness. Directly psoriasis होत नाही, directly hypertension, hypotension किंवा diabetes mellitus होत नाही. There may be in childhood there is some skin eruption, आणि ते स्किन इरप्शन कन्व्हेन्शनल मेडिसिनने ट्रीट केलं गेलं, फक्त सिम्पटम्स कव्हर झाले, and that disease goes deeper. Patient, that child suffers from cold treated, symptoms cured, but disease is there, goes deeper. Person suffers from asthma, bronchitis. Bronchitis symptoms cover केले, फक्त cause नाही cover केला. Bronchitis go deeper. Person suffers from gastritis. Gastritis से फक्त symptoms treat केले, person will land into arthritis. Arthritis फक्त symptom treat केले, person will go into हार्ट प्रॉब्लेम. हार्टचा फक्त सिम्पटम्स कव्हर केले, सिम्पटम्स कव्हर झाले पण कॉज नाही कव्हर केला, दॅट गोज टू द ब्रेन और माइंड. सो दिस इज द चेन रिएक्शन. आजार स्किनवर होता, मग तो रेस्पिरेटरी मध्ये गेला, रेस्पिरेटरी मधनं तो गॅस्ट्रिक मध्ये गेला, गॅस्ट्रिक मध्ये जॉइंट्स वर गेला, जॉइंट्स मध्ये तो हार्ट वर गेला, आणि हार्ट वरनं ब्रेन किंवा माइंड वर गेला. Mind or brain is controlling everything. Culprit is somewhere in the mind. We have to find the mind. We have to find the reason why this has happened. So disease goes deeper and deeper. I hope you are getting it. When one has to cure, then this chain of illness right now which I told you should be reversed back. तर आजार बरा करताना ही जी काही चेन आहे, स्किनवरचा आजार रेस्पिरेटरी आला, रेस्पिरेटरीचा गॅस्ट्रिक वर आला, गॅस्ट्रिकचा जॉईंट वर आला, जॉईंटचा हार्टवर, हार्टचा माइंड किंवा ब्रेनवर. सो वी हॅव टू ट्रीट दिस चेन ऑफ इलनेस. ही चेन ऑफ इलनेस जी आहे ती आपल्याला रिव्हर्स बॅक करायची असते. विथ द कन्व्हेन्शनल मेडिसिन, the symptoms at this different chain which are coming can be treated, but they will come again and again and again. There will be no complete cure. But in homeopathy, as we give importance to both mind and body, we revert this chain of reaction, this chain of illness. We treat patient as a whole. We treat man in disease. Okay, we don't say suppose we are having headache, तर आपलं हेड आजारी असं आपण म्हणत नाही, आपण म्हणतो मी आजारी आहे. आता समजा हार्टचा प्रॉब्लेम असेल, माझा हार्ट आजारी असं म्हणत नाही आपण मी आजारी असं म्हणतो. पण हा मी म्हणजे काय? माइंड, ब्रेन. इट इज नॉट कम ऑटोमॅटिकली. हे चेन ऑफ रिएक्शन मधनं डिसीज गेलेला आहे. पण या चेन ऑफ रिएक्शन मधलं डिसीज का आणि कसा गेला हा सुगावा लावायचा असतो, हे फाइंड आउट करायचं असतं. आणि हे फाइंड आउट करताना व्हॉट वी आर डुईंग, वी आर टेकिंग द डिटेल हिस्ट्री ऑफ पेशंट, व्हॉट कॉल एज द केस टेकिंग. ही चेन ऑफ रिएक्शन जर असेल, फॉर एक्झाम्पल पेशंट कम विथ हायपोथायरॉइडिझम, त्या पेशंटला हायपोथायरॉइडिझम का झाला, काय रिझन आहे, वाय अँड हाऊ, दॅट वी आर फाइंडिंग आउट. And that we are finding out through detailed case taking. This is another very important point in homeopathy, that we go with the detailed history through which we are going to study body and mind, how these both get affected. Body and mind हे दोन्ही गोष्टी कशा अफेक्ट झाल्या हे आम्ही शोधून काढतो थ्रू केस टेकिंग. कारण आपल्याला डिसीजची जी चेन आहे ती रिव्हर्स करायची आहे. रिव्हर्स करायची आहे म्हणजे फॉर एक्झाम्पल एखाद्या व्यक्ती आपल्याकडे गॅस्ट्रायटिस साठी आलेला आहे, तर गॅस्ट्रायटिसच्या आधी नक्कीच त्याला काय रेस्पिरेटरी प्रॉब्लेम झालेला असणार, त्याच्या आधी नक्कीच त्याला काय स्किन प्रॉब्लेम झालेला असणार. मग जेव्हा आम्ही आता आजार बरा करतो त्यावेळेस गॅस्ट्रायटिस बरा करताना आम्हाला ही चेन रिव्हर्स करायची आहे. आणि ही चेन जेव्हा आम्हाला रिव्हर्स करायची आहे त्यावेळेस आम्हाला गॅस्ट्रायटिस रिव्हर्स करताना थोड्याफार प्रमाणामध्ये बेअरेबल सिम्पटम्स जे आहेत ते रेस्पिरेटरीचे येतील आणि बेअरेबल सिम्पटम्स जे आहेत ते स्किनचे येतील. आणि जेव्हा स्किनचे सिम्पटम्स येतील तेव्हाच तो पेशंट बरा होईल. म्हणून होमिओपॅथीमध्ये तुम्हाला माहिती आहे की असं म्हणतात की डॉक्टर तुम्ही आजार बाहेर काढतात का? आम्ही आजार बाहेर नाही काढत, आम्ही काय करतो, ही चेन जी आहे ती रिव्हर्स करतो. फॉर एक्झाम्पल एखादा जॉईंट पेनचा पेशंट आला आमच्याकडे, तर आम्ही काय करतो की जॉईंट पेनला पूर्ण केस टेकिंग करतो, वाय अँड हाऊ हे फाइंड आउट करतो, माइंड मध्ये कल्प्रिट कुठे आहे, का असं झालं त्या व्यक्तीबद्दल ते आम्ही हिस्ट्री मधनं फाइंड आउट करतो. आणि ते फाइंड आउट केल्यानंतर ही चेन रिव्हर्स होते. ही चेन रिव्हर्स होत असताना आर्थरायटिसच्या पेशंटमध्ये, जॉईंट पेनच्या पेशंटमध्ये गॅस्ट्रायटिस झाला पाहिजे, बेअरेबल सिम्पटम्स पाहिजे, रेस्पिरेटरी प्रॉब्लेम्स आले पाहिजे आणि स्किन प्रॉब्लेम आले पाहिजे आणि मग तो बरा होतो. कारण कुठे ना कुठेतरी लहानपणी स्किन प्रॉब्लेम कन्व्हेन्शनल मेडिसिन घेऊन दाबला गेलेला असतो. फक्त सिम्पटम्स कव्हर केले गेलेले असतात, रिझन कव्हर केले गेलेले नसतं. कारण सिम्पटम्स आर जस्ट इफेक्ट समथिंग रॉंग हॅपन इन द बॉडी. They are not cause. Reason is something different, and that we are finding out. That's why in case of arthritis, we are reversing this chain. तुम्ही त्याला म्हणले की आजार बाहेर काढतात. So we need to study how God has made individual. According to that, we are treating the patient. And as I told you, example of table. हे टेबल कुठल्या मटेरियलचं बनलेलं आहे, तो इंडिव्हिज्युअल कसा बनलेला आहे, तो काय आहे, देवाने त्याला कसं बनवलेलं आहे, तो मृदू आहे, कडक आहे, सॉफ्ट आहे, हार्ड आहे, डॅशिंग आहे, लाजाळू आहे, रागीट आहे, प्रेमळ आहे, जेलसी वाला आहे, कॉन्फ्लिक्ट करणारा आहे, प्रॉब्लेम क्रिएट करणारा आहे, तो कशा प्रकारचा आहे, तो कशा प्रकारचा आहे, तो तसा का आहे हे फाइंड आउट आम्ही करतो. आणि तो तसा असल्यामुळे त्याच्या बॉडीवरती परिणाम होतो, ते आजार त्याला होतात, डिपेंडिंग अपॉन हिज जेनेटिक कोड विच गेट फ्रॉम हिज पॅरेंट्स अँड देन ही सफर फ्रॉम दॅट डिसीज. मग हे डिसीज बरं करताना आम्हाला वाय अँड हाऊ हे शोधायचं असतं. हे शोधताना तो कसा आहे, का आहे, तो कसा आणि का आहे, जेनेटिक कोड काय आहे, त्याला मिळालेली देणगी आहे पॅरेंट्स कडनं. मग हे जेनेटिक कोड बरा करण्यासाठी आम्हाला हे सगळं करायचं असतं. आणि ही चेन आम्ही रिव्हर्ट करत असतो, ही चेन आम्ही रिव्हर्स करत असतो. आणि अशा प्रकारे रिव्हर्स करत असताना आम्ही आजार पूर्णपणे मुळासकट आजार बरा करतो. We treat the patient as a whole. We treat the patient as a whole. We treat man in disease. We treat body and mind both. We treat the cause, and this is homeopathy. And this is homeopathy. That's why homeopathy is said to be art. I hope you understood. Homeopathy is a modern science which has been discovered by Dr. Sir Samuel Hahnemann in Germany. And the principle of homeopathy is similia similibus curantur, where we are treating mind and body both. We are not just treating the symptoms, we are treating person as a whole. Through individualization and through case taking, with these our astra and shastra, we are treating the patient, and this is what we call as homeopathy, and it is art. Thank you very much. I thanks um, your college. I thanks MIT College and principal of MIT College. I thanks Sulse Madam, and I thanks organizer of this lecture. Thank you very much. Thank you one and all. If you have any query, if you have any problem, you can contact me. Thank you very much.